No need to comb through automotive business journals to know that SUVs and crossovers are the hot segment. Just look out any window. This Hyundai Santa Fe might look a smidge different than the neighbors. 2017 models received a significant refresh. Some 25% of the parts are updated, the most visible being the wheels, plus fascias front and rear.
There's also the Santa Fe Sport, which is not a performance-tuned version of this. It has a completely different look, 2 rows, and is powered by 4-cylinder engines.
The name thing is a bit confusing. It could be worse, could be Albuquerque. I'm driving the top-shelf limited Ultimate model. All Santa Fe's, the 3-row version, get power from a 3.3-liter V6 that makes 290 horsepower and 252 pound-feet of torque. Choose between front and automatic all-wheel drive with a lockable center differential. The 6-speed automatic has manual control here. Adjust steering weight, plus throttle and transmission response. Santa Fe can tow 5,000 pounds. There's pep off the line. Any more power and you might scare the kids or annoy the neighbors. It's not Buick quiet, but road noise is relatively hushed. You'll definitely hear when the kids start pushing each other's buttons. If you're looking for a machine to slay corners, that wouldn't be Santa Fe. It's controlled enough, but the suspension is set more for comfort. Come on, it's a 3-row crossover. This is a good compromise. Santa Fe is close in size to the Mazda CX-9, but the Hyundai isn't as crisp in the corners. The steering is electric, so there's not an awful lot of road feel. Packing all-wheel drive, this limited Ultimate Santa Fe's fuel economy is EPA rated at 17 city, 22 highway, which is pretty much what I saw. Lower trim levels and front drive models are more efficient. With a name like Limited Ultimate, I would expect some stitching on the instrument panel. And a butler. There are some interesting textures. The matte finish simulated wood trim looks like the real stuff. A third splash here or on the redesigned center stack would be more ultimate-y. All Santa Fe's, yes, Sport 2, get a standard backup camera now. This model upgrades to surround view so I don't back over my tripod. Of course the seats are leather. Of course they are climate controlled. Winter's coming. Hands will be happy. There is storage, space, all over. The kids' sports team will never be without snacks. Lane departure warning, intelligent cruise control, and auto braking with pedestrian detection are available. Oh, and the user interface is easy to use. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are along for the ride. Base Santa Fe models seat 7, all others max out at 6. Those in row 2 should have no issues with space or comfort. There are accoutrements that live up to the Limited Ultimate name. Getting to the way back will be tight for large adults, and they won't want to spend much time here. I am 5'9" with the mid-row set in about the middle of its travel. I have just enough room. The seats are mounted very low, so my knees very high. I'm curious how often the climate zone and charge port will actually be used. If you're like me and you're always carrying bundles of this stuff around, and really, who doesn't? Simply by standing by the tailgate with a proximity key in your pocket or purse, automatically opens it. Brilliant. Look, more TP. Vans hold more in this space. I'm just saying. Hold a lot of tailgate parties? These help. As expected, folding row number 3 is a simple affair. Those who haul very large items on a regular basis will appreciate being able to drop row 2 from the back. The TP test is always done with the mid-row usable though. That done, the cargo hold swallows 13 packs. That's not bad. A base front drive Santa Fe retails for $31,700. $41,000 buys this Limited Ultimate with all major options. So the value is good. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty is reassuring, and the styling should appeal to many. If you're of the crowd drawn to crossovers, Santa Fe is very livable, no matter what city you're in. Those of you who are car nerds like me will recall that Hyundai used to call their three-row crossover Veracruz, but that changed some 3 years ago. Veracruz was marketed as competition to the two-row Lexus RX 350, though really the two were quite different. A lot of auto writers took the bait, though. There were head-to-head comparison stories done that ultimately arrived at the conclusion that the Lexus was superior. Duh. But many of the reviews complimented the vehicle, and it got Hyundai a lot of press it would have missed. Smart. That is my opinion of the 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe. For those of you wondering what I do with all of this TP, well, I return it, okay? I'm not stashing it in a warehouse someplace. I just return it to Costco. They've let me do this for the last 15 years. I've got to thank them. It's kind of a hassle. You know, they have to restock it and all. So Costco, thank you very much. Mystery solved. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.